Good morning, actually, good afternoon now, and welcome to HAR Community Conversations. We are here every month to have meaningful conversations about topics that matter most to Houstonians. And with that in mind, we are welcoming today to the program Janel Young. She is the Chief Operating Officer for the Houston Habitat for Humanity. Welcome to the program, Janel.
Thank you so much for having me, Christina. Hello to the HAR community. So I am Janel Young. Very thankful to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Mhm.
I am the Chief Operating Officer of Houston Habitat for Humanity. My team consists of our construction and land acquisition, our homeowner services team, our restores that we have throughout the city. And I'm here to, share information and insights about working with for Houston Habitat for Humanity.
Absolutely. I think people might have some, preconceived notions about Habitat Humanity and the great work that you guys do, but there's a lot more that I think people don't know about. So we're going to uncover some of that today. We let's start off talking a little bit about affordable housing because we talk a lot about affordable housing on this program. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's something that's of interest of us at HAR to our members and of course the clients and customers that they serve. What are some of the challenges that you see when it comes to affordable housing in the Houston area?
Well, thank you. So for us, we've been addressing the affordable housing challenge in the Houston area for 38 years.
Mm.
We've been partnering with families to overcome barriers to homeownership and address affordable housing crisis in and around the Houston area. So here's some facts. 1 in 7 households spend more than their household income on housing. So the homes here are about $340,000. That's about $170,000 more than what a median household income can afford. So that's very concerning because there's an affordable housing gap here that in the Harris County alone, families need about 7,116,000 homes that are, I'm sorry, let me correct myself. There's about a $7,000 shortage in affordable housing for families that are in the range of 60 to 80% AMI. There's a substantial gap in affordability from what these families can afford and their income that they bring home. It's serious out here. We're in the middle of a crisis. The interest rates are higher. The cost to build is substantial. And on the average, our families need about $50 to $65,000 in down payment assistance or some level of subsidy to make the numbers work. I think you may be on mute.
Apologies. Thank you. And thank you for explaining those numbers to us. I think that we hear that there's an affordable housing
Yes.
issue or dilemma, but we may not really look to those numbers. So what resources? I'm sorry. How does Habitat for Humanity actually help those families that are in need of affordable housing?
Thank you. So for Habitat for Humanity, and one of those things I like to uncover for us is that it's more than just four walls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we want to create an environment where our families can flourish, where our families can grow in a healthy environment, where our children can thrive. So for us, we are focused in not just building housing, but really, really building the foundation for communities where kids and individuals and seniors can live, work, and play. We also invest in Energy Star practices such as fortified roofs, ensuring that our homes remain sustainable and resilient for years to come. For us, I consider our work to be profound. I like to be able to highlight that we have over 1,300 homes throughout the city. We're building in nearly 15 communities. Um, that equates to, I would say, 700,000 annually that our Habitat homeowners are contributing to taxes on a yearly basis. We have more than 600 families in our portfolio that have paid off our mortgages
Wow.
um, with a less than 2% foreclosure rate. And that's simply because that we don't rush the process of homeownership for the vulnerable population that we serve. We take them through a process, make sure that they are mortgage ready, financially sound, and we ensure that their mortgage doesn't exceed no more than 33% of their area median income, of their household income.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. We just had a comment that came in that I wanted to highlight quickly. It said, I've
Okay.
always wanted to know more about this company and how to get involved or get my clients into a home. So wonderful that you're here today and that we can discuss all this with you. Now, I would imagine the work doesn't stop once somebody's in a home. So, what resources does Habitat for Humanity provide to homeowners after they move into their homes?
So the resources that we provide is financial literacy. We also provide them, how to prepare a budget. They go through a very detailed homeowner maintenance process, making sure, because this is different than renting, right? You don't have the ability to call your landlord or your property owner when problems occur. So they go through, home maintenance classes. They have to prepare a budget. They have to make sure that they have, unnecessary debt that's removed. And they also have to be willing to partner with us. That's the key component that I really want to highlight. That part of the partnership is they're in our system, in our program as a family partner, meaning that they work alongside us and volunteer and contribute to service hours. They also spend time in our restore and understand how and the mechanics of how the things that we get through our restore can also contribute to us building more homes. But a big part of it is spending time putting in your financial education, meaning that they spend time working with our team. We have a team of housing counselors, and they really are patient with them. Nothing is rushed. They're there to encourage and support. But then also talk about the excitement of home ownership, because even though this is a huge, this is a very big purchase, right? It's a life changing event in most instances for our families. So we don't want to remove the whole process of the excitement of home ownership. It's generational wealth. It's changing the trajectory of that family's life. And we're happy to be a part of that.
Wonderful. Thank you. Tell us a little bit about the work that Habitat for Humanity is doing to revitalize neighborhoods in the Houston area.
Oh, thank you for asking that. So that's one of the most exciting areas that I often love to highlight in these discussions. So we're not only an affordable housing provider, like by building homes, um, we are also a community developer. We are actively developing mixed income communities such as Robbins Landing. We're in Avenue Park building, Cullen Boulevard, Simsbrook, Anderson Road, and we are also addressing infill of newly constructed infill lots by doing new construction in Third Ward in Kennedy Heights. I want to bring your attention to one of our most innovative developments to date. First of its kind for Houston Habitat, and also one of first of its kind for Habitat for Humanity, which is our Robbins Landing development. So our Robbins Landing development is a 127-acre master plan mixed income, mixed use communities that will have that is going to really be driven to reshape the area. It was an area that was really underdeveloped. There's not a lot of resources in this area. But when we are finished with this community, it's going to be 5 phases. We're currently in the first phase, which will consist of 84 single family homes. When we get to the amenity village in phase 5, this development, Robbins Landing, will have a library. It will have 12 acres of parks, bike trails, an urban farm, childcare. We are also going to have multifamily development of about 500 units. This is what this neighborhood will look no different than any of these other most desired master plan communities around the city. We have families actively living in Robbins Landing right now. We have a park available. We have exercise equipment recently installed. The trails are there and available. And we're also started the clearing of our second phase. Our second phase is, we call it section two of phase one, which will be 78 additional lots. And when I mentioned mixed income, mixed use, we do have market rate homes in this area. We have builder partners that are can offer and sell homes up to 120% AMI. And then of course we have our Habitat homes. Houston Habitat will have 100 homes that will serve families 80% and below. So I invite you, you have a personal invitation from me to stop by our Robbins Landing development. We do have a model home park, and we have staff available there every day of the week, as well as our builder partners. Stop by, take a drive through, check out some of our spec homes in our model home. Leave your information. If you visit, send me a message. I want to know what you think. I think it's a beautiful community, and we already have nearly 40 homes built and families already living in and enjoying the community.
Excellent, thank you. Very good. So we actually had a question come in. If they missed
Okay.
it, Felita was just asking where is Robbins Landing?
Thank you. It's off of Tidwell. Tidwell. And then we also have a website, robinslanding.net.
Very good. And yeah, so someone else was asking the address of the community. So there we go. We're answering those. So actually, let's talk a little bit about veterans because, as we know, Veterans Day is next week, and Habitat for Humanity, excuse me. You work with veterans as well. So what work are you guys doing to empower veterans in the Houston area?
Thank you. So, a lot of our assistance to veterans, similar to seniors and the disabled, is we do a lot of repair work because oftentimes, and ensuring, aging in place, that's where we see a lot of the most difficult and hard to reach. And we provide repair year round through grants that help us address our veterans, disabled population, and our seniors are always a priority in our pipeline. But mainly our work for them is through repairs. And of course, they can come through our homeownership process as well.
Excellent. And for those that were looking for more information on Robbins Landing, we did post the link in the comments as well as a few other links to some information about Habitat for Humanity as well. So be sure to check those out. Now, how does somebody was asking about how Habitat for Humanity partners with Realtors? So how do you guys work with Realtors to help families achieve the dream of homeownership?
Thank you. So, as you all know, as the realtors, decent shelter is the cornerstone of a thriving school system, community organization, and a source of civic engagement. I know that the real estate community sees this firsthand, and the pressing need of what affordable housing is. Um, we deeply appreciate your advocacy for the affordable housing community, and some great ways to work with us is to also refer the families that you have in your pipeline that may not be quite ready for home ownership. Let us work with them. Let us get them prepared for home ownership. Let us educate them, and they may be ready down the road in the future. And I say this because our process takes some time. It could be 6 months to a year. It really depends on when they are ready. They have to, also contribute and finish their volunteer hours with us.
Mm.
They have to save. We have to make sure their credit is stable and ready for home ownership. Have to make sure they meet the credit criteria and requirements to be bankable and be financed with one of our lenders. So I believe and know that the realtor community often see individuals that may not be ready right now, but certainly can come through our program and we can help them be prepared. We are interested to know your referrals to us. We're looking at opportunities where we can incentivize that relationship. And if they go through our program, there are opportunities to see how we can work together and have an incentive to continue to drive and build our pipeline. Check out our builder partners in Robbins Landing. These are market rate for-profit builders, is what I say, because we are an affordable housing provider. So, if in the event that you may have someone that's ready to purchase sooner, may not have necessarily, they're still within that 120, you know, area median income, but higher than 80%, please go visit one of our builder partners that's in Robbins Landing. See if they can assist you and assist your client. Of course, I also say do not discount the amazing things we have at our restores. There are so many ways to help us and support our work. Our restores have amazing things that we get in through our corporate donors. Um, when you're looking to prepare and refer, and they just bought a home, they're looking for some furniture that's affordable, they're looking for kitchen items that's affordable. Most of the items in our restore are a lot of things we get, of course, are gently used donated items, but we also get, again, corporate level donations. These items are brand new, and they are often, we're a reseller, right? So you can find them very reasonably discounted, and favorable to being able to complete a kitchen. We also can help you, bedroom sets, not mattresses, but beds, furniture. But then also, if you are a small contractor, and we have construction materials that are very reasonably priced, flooring materials, cabinets, things like that, lighting fixtures, doors, windows. At our big store at 6161 South Loop, you can find a lot of great things to help with DIY projects. So if you are a realtor or investor or broker that likes to go in, buy investment property, and return that property and put it back on the market, not only can you find items to furnish your home, but you can also find really great items to help you complete the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Even for some staging purposes, I would imagine.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure. Thank you for that, because our model home is staged, with everything that came out of our restore. We have Letitia, I saw her on the commercial earlier, which is a great, great friend of Habitat. And her team works out of our model home, and she helped stage it. It's beautiful. You should definitely stop by.
Very good. Well, there was a question that you partially did already answer, coming in from Jila. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She said she has somebody interested in Robbins Landing. You said stop by. She's asking if there's maybe a point of contact or somebody that they could communicate with in advance.
Okay, so with Robbins Landing, there are currently two builder partners that we have, and one is Houston Habitat is also a builder, and then we have Chesmar, who is our other builder partner. So of course, with Robbins Landing, with our process, we can't guarantee, for example, because remember, we are addressing a housing crisis. And so, of course, and then we have a pace for which we build. So the point of contact, you can come through our homeowner services, eligibility crews. You can also reach out to me. You can reach out to Letitia, that's with part of our marketing team, with Task Realty as a source. But for certainly, the main way to get information about Robbins Landing is to come to our website at houstonhabitat.org, and you can complete the eligibility screener. If you want to have your clients stop by, they have information and flyers there at our model home on site. We have staff on site at our model home that's there, and Monday through Sunday. And then, of course, you can reach out and email our family homeowner services department directly, and they'll be happy to answer any questions.
Very good. Thank you for that. We had a couple other questions that I wanted to address. Illich is asking,
Hey, Rich.
A lot of familiar names here for you today. He's asking for the store, what are some of the items that you're most in need of, or some of the most popular items? I think we might have some donations coming your way.
Yes, we would love donations. Okay, so some of the most we love to have if we're talking about donation furniture, gently used furniture is a favorite because we get a lot of inquiries for when people have brand new homes, what they consider to be a brand
Mm-hmm.
new home, and they're new homeowners for couches, nightstands, things of that sort. We also love to be able to get dining room sets for families, kitchen support. You know, a lot of times we see a lot of need for kitchen utensils and pots and pans. Lighting is important for sure. So you got to think about this. Most, as it currently stands right now, most of our new homeowners are single moms,
Mm-hmm.
um, and they have to, decorate a room for themselves and in most cases a child or another family member that's living with them. So these types of purchases, those large purchases to fill a room in a home, and most of our homes are 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. That's a large expense, and so they, of course, we encourage them to shop at our restore. So it's very important that we have things, to help furnish a home available for them to choose from. Our families, our small contractors, I say small mom and pop contractors because, again, they are frequent shoppers of our restores. And, a lot of things that help them out a lot is when they have, paint, a lot of taking historic things like from estate sales, right? Things
Mm-hmm.
that they can rebrand and work on and really resell. Um, I encourage and invite the HAR community to check out our restores
Mm-hmm.
and let me know what you think. I would like to hear your feedback. It's a great shopping experience. Our West 34th Street location is in a strip mall. It's a different customer. It's a different shopping experience. You can find a lot of household items. Like right now, we have Caraway in. If you are familiar with Caraway, it makes great gifts this holiday season. Follow us on social media on Facebook to see all the items we get in. We do highlight what we get week over week on our social media page. Get in there because those things do not last long in our stores. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
I was going to ask about some smaller items as well as we're approaching the holiday season here. Do you also accept donations of things like decor, holiday decor, Christmas trees? People that are getting into homes at this time of year that might be something that's just out of reach, but maybe if there's a lower priced option available in the restore, they might be able to afford it. I'm just curious.
Yes, that's a good point. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, the Christmas trees, we're actually on a cycle of getting Christmas trees in,
Mm-hmm.
gently used, in some instances, brand new. So certainly we would love to have your Christmas trees that are, gently used and available to
Mm-hmm.
resale. And this is a great thing about us. You can schedule a pickup. Our team can come out and pick the items up and bring them back. If there's something that one of your clients has interest in, our team can also deliver for a
Mm-hmm.
small fee.
Okay, very good. And I do sometimes see our realtor members who have clients that are looking to, donate furniture and things like that. So this is a great opportunity for them as well. So you talked a little bit about the eligibility form. Give us some the details here, I guess. How does someone apply if they are in need of resources or assistance from Habitat for Humanity?
So they could go to our website at houstonhabitat.org. There is space there where you see on our website for homeowner, interested in home ownership.
Mm-hmm.
From there, you have to complete our eligibility screener. That eligibility screener takes about 15, 20 minutes to get through. It's going to ask for some financial information, collect your materials, and then you will get if you're eligible to move forward in the process, you will get a link via email to finish, completion of your application. One of the things that I want to highlight that's most important because um, with with Habitat for Humanity in general, I think, like you mentioned earlier, there's so many myths about what the process is, right? I've heard things such as, are we giving out free homes? Nobody pays a mortgage, or there are no payments, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's just not correct. So they have to first demonstrate, individuals that have an interest in homeownership through Houston Habitat have to first demonstrate a need for housing. That can be living in overcrowded housing, substandard housing, paying more than 30% of their gross income towards housing. Of course, residency of U.S. citizen. Then the big part here is the willingness to partner with us, meaning that you're making a commitment to work up to 250 hours. That's in our restore, that's on our construction site and helping us build because we're a volunteer driven organization, right? And plus, how it's an amazing feeling to work alongside our construction team and build homes. In some instances, you never know. You could be building your own home. We've made surprises in that way. They have to be able to demonstrate the ability to pay. They must, of course, afford the home, and a key component is income. They have to have the ability to afford the mortgage, which is a minimum income of $50,000, and then there are various income tiers, which reflected on our website. Say, for instance, for a household of one, a minimum of $50,000, maximum of 53. Then we go all the way up to households of nine, that can go up to 99,950. Because again, we serve those that are 80% and below. But we also, in our communities, I want to highlight this, we do mixed income, mixed use communities these days. We don't concentrate just one income tier in one area. So, with the communities that I referenced earlier, such as Robbins Landing and Avenue, that we're partnering with Avenue CDC on, these are vibrant. These communities look like Houston, right? So for us, even though Houston Habitat currently have families that's 80% and below, our communities will be able to serve those at higher income bands up to 120. We are have an in-house architect, meaning that we have the ability to customize our homes based on the need and the size of areas that we are building in. I do want to be able to say, while I have the group here, is that we want to continue to do more communities. We want to do other versions of Robbins Landing throughout the city. If there's opportunities, or if you are aware of a development opportunity for which we can partner and be a partner of with one of your clients or a developer that you're working with, keep us in mind. We build quality, resilient housing, strong infrastructure. We've been energy certified for more than 20 years. Um, think about us and how we can also be a partner with what you're doing, um, in the communities that you serve as well, in the areas that you serve around Houston.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, you've mentioned a few educational opportunities, financial literacy classes, etc. Are there any upcoming educational opportunities that people could take advantage of?
Yes, yes, thank you. Let me just make sure because I want to get the dates right here. Because actually I say that because we have them every month. When we have our programs, I'm sorry, our interests. If you're interested in learning more, and we have those. The next one will be December the 5th. Let me just make sure. Check my dates here. 1 second. We actually have one today, but it's like occurring right now. Okay, just 1 second. Make sure I got the dates right. All right, here we go. Okay, so we do have homeownership a course. So we have monthly information sessions. Sorry, I wanted to get them right. The next section is December 4th at 12 p.m. And we have them fourth and fifth. So we have one in English and in Spanish. From there, you can also subscribe to our homeownership e-news, where you can make sure you have the latest information about where we are building our events, information session. We just wrapped up our homeownership virtual fair. That video is on our website as well, and available to be reviewed at your client's convenience. So in our homeownership virtual fair, we cover some really great topics. I would say set aside some time and really take in the great information that comes through our homeownership virtual fair. It really is a full circle of information about our process from beginning all the way through our homeownership process with Houston Habitat. It includes things such as mortgage basis, managing credit, down payment assistance. What does that look like? Who do we partner with for down payment assistance? The requirements of our matching savings program. How much do you need to save? Where do you put this money that you're saving? It does have to go in a special account. And then, of course, learning how to be a habitat homeowner.
Very good. Really setting people up for success. I love hearing it.
Thank you.
We had a question that came in from Miguel. He was asking, how can a family business builder partner with Habitat for Humanity?
Reach out to us, contact us. You can give them our information. The construction team is part of my team. We are very intentional about our partnerships, where we build. We will be launching soon a course of RFPs and RFQs to solicit some builder partners to work with us. So I would say make sure you keep, stay tuned to the upcoming RFP releases. There's going to be quite a few of them coming out because we are building. We have so much awesome activity going on next
Mm.
year. We cannot do it without partnerships. We are looking for builder partners that align with our mission, that really prioritizes and understands the benefit of affordable housing,
Mhm.
quality housing, resilient housing, sustainable. That's really important to us. So you will see that our RFP that'll be coming out. Again, these are going to be coming out soon.
Mhm.
Um, that it'll be putting emphasis on how important our partners are with us because it's a representation of us and our work. And again, we're a faith-based, mission-aligned organization. But we're very excited to be able to, learn more. And for us, it's also about learning more about the process, right?
Mhm.
Learning from other builders. How can we do things faster? Some of these builders out here that we work with, I mean, they are elite. They have a way of doing business. So we're interested in learning more and seeing how we can get better, but then also, making sure the mission stays at core.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And we did share some links for anybody who's interested in the educational opportunities that Janelle was mentioning. We did share those links in the comments, so you can go take a look at those. We had a question that came in earlier, but I was saving it here for the end. Monique was
Okay.
asking, how can we get involved with Habitat for Humanity? So how can Houstonians get involved?
Monique, thank you for asking that question. That is right on time. Okay, so this is what I would like to know how you can get involved with us. One of the things I like to highlight most is you can volunteer your time, right? But think about how you can bring on your church organization, your employer to come on and be a sponsor. You can sponsor a build with us and work with alongside our construction team. You can volunteer to work at our restore. You can refer families to us. What I would like for you to have you also do is check out on our website. There is, when you see volunteer, click on that link there, and you will see the ability to download a sponsorship packet. And I think that's important because all of us have, you may have affiliations, networking groups, church organization, your employer. If you're a part of a big firm, or if you're a small business and you guys want to partner together, and we have playhouse bills, we have wall bills, and of course, you can sponsor to build a home. Outside of that, you can sign up to be an individual volunteer and know when we have open bills, and we may have bills here in our warehouse or out in our developments, and we may be short 5 to 10 people and we need your help. Our restore, often this is the time of year where we get a lot of donations from corporate donors, and we need all the extra hands we can get to sort through those items, price them, tag them, and put them out on our sales floor. There's always an opportunity to serve with us. So I would say visit our website, subscribe, sign up as a volunteer. Go ahead and complete the waiver and get it out of the way. And then stay tuned for when these opportunities come up for individual volunteers, but certainly download our packet, look at the FAQs, and organize your group and look at sponsoring a wall bill with us, or a home, if as well.
Very good. Monique actually responded, sounds great. I will go online. This is wonderful. So thank you for sharing those different options and ways to get involved. Janel, you've shared so much great information today, and we really do appreciate it, and highlighting this important organization for really all Houstonians to know about. But is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience today?
I want to just share the call to action. Not only are we advocates in affordable housing, but please remember that Houston Habitat is your community partner. We will continue to use our voice for city, county, and national levels to bring awareness to the need and the crisis that we're in regarding affordable housing. We will continue to educate. Platforms such as this, we are very appreciative of having this space to talk about our work and inform everyone in your community about the great work that we do. We are also advocating for policy changes. We're advocate with us for down payment assistance, how much the gap is. If you need information about general concepts that we recommend that will make change, please reach out to us. This is what we do. This is our world. We're here to serve this population. We've been here in Houston as your Houston Habitat for nearly 40 years. So any way that we can help be advocates and be a voice for the families that you serve, please let us know. We're here.
Well, thank you again. Thank you for sharing so much great information with us today. We've got some thank yous coming in the comments as well. We certainly all appreciate it, Janel. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's it for today's HAR Community Conversations. We will see you guys next time. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.